In the summer of 1518, a strange madness fell over the city of Strasbourg. It began with a single woman. It ended with hundreds of people dancing against their will. Some danced until they collapsed. Some danced until their bones shattered. Some danced until they died. This is the chilling true story of the dancing plague of 1518, a real historical event that has puzzled scientists, doctors, and historians for more than 500 years. Our story begins on a warm July morning. A woman named Frau Trophäa walked out of her small home and stepped into the narrow street. Neighbors watched as she lifted her arms and began to move. At first, it looked like she was just enjoying a moment of music only she could hear. But there was no music, and she could not stop. Hours passed as she kept dancing. Her movements were frantic, sharp, uncontrolled. By the end of the day, she collapsed. But the moment she caught her breath, she stood up again and continued dancing. For 3 days straight, Frau Trophäa's body moved as if possessed by invisible strings. Nothing could stop her. Not pain, not exhaustion, not fear. And the strangest part? People began to join her. Within a week, more than 30 people were dancing. Some twirled in circles until they fell to the ground. Some shook violently, like they were fighting a force inside them. Some cried while dancing. Some laughed uncontrollably, but none of them could stop. Strasbourg officials watched in horror as the number grew. Dozens became hundreds. The streets filled with people moving to a rhythm that did not exist. Their feet bled. Their joints cracked. Many begged for help, even as their bodies continued to move. The people of Strasbourg had never seen anything like it. The city leaders believed they had found the cause. They thought the dancers were afflicted by a curse from Saint Vitus, the patron saint of dancers and those struck by madness. So they tried to dance the curse away. They built stages, they brought in musicians, they hired professional dancers, and this is where the story becomes even more disturbing. The moment music filled the streets, even more people began to dance. It was as if the sound unlocked something deep inside them. The plague spread faster. The dancers grew more violent. Some died of heart failure. Some died of strokes. Some collapsed and never stood again. But the dancing continued. For centuries, nobody knew what caused the dancing plague. But modern researchers have proposed several theories. One idea is mass hysteria, a psychological chain reaction triggered by stress, fear, and hardship. In 1518, the people of Strasbourg faced famine, disease, and extreme poverty. Some believed the pressure broke their minds, and their bodies followed. Another theory blames a toxic fungus called ergot, a mold that grows on damp rye bread. It can cause hallucinations, muscle spasms, and seizures. The same fungus is believed to be connected to events like the Salem witch trials. Could an entire city have been poisoned at the same time? Scientists still debate it. A few researchers even explore supernatural explanations. The idea that religious belief and widespread fear created a powerful psychological spell across the town. But after 5 centuries, the truth remains a mystery. By August, the dancing plague reached its peak. More than 400 people were affected. The streets became silent, only when bodies collapsed from exhaustion. Eventually, city leaders changed their approach. They banned music, they closed dance halls, they sent the dancers by wagon to a shrine at the foot of a nearby mountain. There, Priestess Salat performed rituals and prayed for relief. Slowly, the dancing stopped. People returned home. Some recovered, some never walked again. Some were buried in unmarked graves, and just like that, the plague faded away. No final explanation, no clear cause, just a strange chapter of human history that refuses to make sense. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of the most bizarre events ever recorded, a moment when fear, faith, and the human mind collided in a way that defies explanation. Was it mass hysteria? Was it poison? Was it something supernatural? Or something we still don't understand? We may never know the truth, but one thing is certain. For one terrifying summer, an entire city found itself trapped in a nightmare. A nightmare where the music never stopped. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know which strange event you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching.